What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to BVD TV and another thrilling, exciting, educational, and foggy college football video. That's right, your Tennessee Volunteers are 1-0, and after defeating the South Carolina Gamecocks this weekend by 4 points, which is a half a point more than the odds makers had it, magically, Tennessee fell 6 spots in the rankings. When the likes of Oklahoma got embarrassed by Kansas State, LSU got humiliated by Mississippi State, and who else? Can't think of anybody else right off hand that got humiliated, but is still ahead of Tennessee in the rankings. And not to mention that they keep saying we've got the longest winning streak in the country at 7 games. Not sure what's up with that. I think Notre Dame has 8, and maybe the national media is just ashamed of Notre Dame, so they don't mention them. I don't know. That would be my thinking on the subject. But anyway, Tennessee, 7 games in a row, should be 8 after this weekend when the Fighting Drinkwitzes, Eli Drinkwitz, drunk, drizzle. Anyway, the dude that likes to drink, bringing his Missouri Tigers into Knoxville for a noon SEC TV game. I hate noon games. I really do. And back in the day, kids, I say back in the day a lot when it comes to college football because I grew up watching and experiencing college football back in the day. And back in the day, noon and 1 o'clock games were the norm. Hell, everybody just about had noon and 1 o'clock games. Occasionally there'd be an afternoon game, 3, 4 o'clock or whatever. Never, hardly ever, any primetime games. Back in the day, of course. So, now that we have games all throughout the day, and hell, in some cases, all throughout half of the week, you know, if you get saddled with a noon game, it kind of sucks, especially if you're tailgating and all that stuff. A lot of people don't like to wake and bake is a different terminology than waking up and pouring the sauce on. But then some other people don't care to get up at 8 or 9 in the morning and start drinking. So, you know, you do you. That's what I've always been told. Works best for all of us. If you do you and I'll do me. And we'll meet together somewhere down the road. But yeah, Missouri, you know, 38-19, they lose to Alabama this past weekend. It was 35-3, I think, at one point. They got a couple of meaningless touchdowns in the last few minutes of the game to close the gap. But they did win the second half, any way you look at it. So there's that. It's not going to be an easy win for Tennessee. None of them are anymore. There are no easy wins for Tennessee yet in the SEC. Now, as we continue to as we continue to recruit well, like Pruitt and the staff has been doing, that will get better. We'll start blowing some of these teams out that we need to be blowing out, like the Missouris, the South Carolinas, the Vandies, you know, teams like that. Texas A&M, Auburn, Alabama, Florida, Georgia. You know, teams like that. We'll get back to blowing those guys out. But until then, us Tennessee fans have to settle with these gut-wrenching, heart attack procuring, damn it, how's it going to end games. But hey, so far Tennessee's shown a propensity to win these damn games, and I'm okay with that. I feel confident now going late into these games when it's tied up, you know, or real close. I feel pretty confident that Tennessee's going to hang on and get the dub. Yep, that's about it. I guess I'll holler at you here in a couple of days when Green Devils get their third win in a row. A little streak going of their own now after a rough start. Eddie and the boys starting to get it together up there on the hill at Burley Stadium in beautiful downtown Greenville, Tennessee. I'll holler at you guys on the next time that I'm on here. Until then, love and hug on that family. Tell your mom and daddy I said hello too. Go Vols, screw y'alls.